every single Pokemon is randomized. Our wild Pokemon, trainer Pokemon, what Pokemon we get from trades, etc. All that's randomized. The moves Pokemon learn are randomized.
Your mom is randomized.
No, she's actually vanilla.
Oh. Okay.
The items you find out in the overworld are randomized. What held items Pokemon have are randomized. Anyway, do you want to get started?
Yep, let's get started. Let's see, I'm pretty sure I said everything correctly, and I said early Kanto as well. So, I'm gonna count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And let's see, what time is it? I'm gonna go ahead and set it to the time it is here for me, because I don't think I have much of anything day-centric, do I, on the card?
Well, let me take a look.
Like I have, there's one day that the haircut doesn't work.
That's just Monday. You're on hand to mom.
Also, I noticed somebody claimed a file name of Too Late, but I can name the rival that.
That works. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else that's really timing specific.
Alright, well, I'm gonna set the day as Saturday. Because why not?
Yeah, because this is the second generation of Pokemon, they have a clock and a calendar in the game now, so there are specific events that trigger depending on what time of day it is, or what day of the week it is. And those things can be on the bingo card.
Alright.
For us, that's not there.
So let's see what our starter choices are. Okay, that's a choice for sure.
Alright.
That's also a choice. Alright. We going 3? We going 3? We're going 3.
Yep. Dodrio is actually a pretty good starter here. It is a very strong physical attacker, which is also fairly fast. So it's a very good choice of main.
Also, literally the last 2 marathon runs I did of this, I had Dodrio as my starter. Anyway, let's see what our Dodrio has.
But
it starts with Rock Smash, that's something. Oh, it has TM22. Ooh, Outrage, okay. This...
Oh, wow.
The others aren't very good, but Outrage is alright. Let's see what this TM is that it's holding.
So the nice thing about the Rock Smash is that there is a rock inside Dark Cave.
It's Spore.
That you can control. Oh,
Too bad you can't sleep, Sudowoodo.
Indeed. So, what are we going for with this bingo card today, Dijon?
We are looking for a Cinco bingo. So, Cinco means 5, and bingo means bingo.
So any row, column, or the 2 main diagonals will count for our bingos today. Luckily, you're already 1/7 of the way to 1 square on the bingo.
There's a Phanpy here, that's... So I'll have to remember to come back when I have Pokeballs to get a Phanpy, because that is on the card.
Indeed. You can also come back later once you get Sweet Scent.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely want to remember to come back here.
Octillery. I find Octillery here a lot. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because you think Octillery... It kind of stands out because it's Octillery. So you're like, oh, I forgot Octillery was a Pokemon. There's a Corsola.
Yep. A lot of water types.
Yeah.
There can be catch. I think it's 6 water types can be on the card.
Yep. But it is unfortunately not on this one. Alright, so, cool thing about the randomizer is, we can buy stuff at the first town before having to go, all the way to Mr. Pokemon and back. So we can actually catch some things on the way, should the mood grab us.
Indeed. And there's a couple of different initial shopping loadouts that people like to do. Oh, hey!
You are on the card, my friend.
Yeah, so early on, while we're going through this, the typical flow of the game is you want to try and just make your way to Cyanwood and get your hands on the Fly HM basically as quickly as you can, because that opens up the ability to do any backtracking you need to do. That opens up most of the game at that point, even. And so
Alright, that's
we'll
one type of berry.
Get the goals as we go, specifically the ones that are a little easier and less out of the way to get. But for the most part, we're going to be concentrating on making game progress. And if you've played this game before, you kind of know the general way that the narrative of this is structured. We're basically going to be going through the first 4 gyms almost completely vanilla, outside of the Pokemon being different.
We're already at 3 berries because 2 of the item balls on this route had Mystery Berry and Bitter Berry.
Nice. Also, did you mark the Charmeleon on the bingo card?
I did. Do you...
Weird.
Do you not see it?
I'm not seeing it.
Huh. Well then, that's, well, yeah, it's definitely not showing on, OBS. It's,
That's...
Huh. I don't know how to fix that, because, it's a browser source on OBS. I don't know...
Send me the link, and I'll see if I can't... If me clicking it, changes anything.
One moment, y'all. Technical difficulties are... It's not a marathon run unless there are some technical difficulties.
Yeah, okay, I definitely see it on the card when I'm looking at it.
That's very weird.
Do you want to just capture the window with the bingo card itself?
I can probably do that, but it would affect the way the stream is cropped. Is there a way to, like, refresh the browser source on OBS? You would think I would know how to do this, but I don't.
Frozen?
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's like... Because you know how sometimes I have to, like, refresh my... Wait. Aha! I figured it out.
Yay!
Everything's...
Yay! I see it.
Everything's fine. Nothing is ruined.
Let us continue our Pokemon adventure.
Imagine like doing a speed run. Hey, Eevee.
Oh, hey.
Huh? I'm gonna throw a ball at it just because I have Evolve Pokemon and Pokemon owned. Nope. Okay, well.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Eevee also has Lick. I gave it a shot. It popped out, so...
Yeah, as you see here, Dijon is probably going to try and get some of the greedy goals that we're running into.
You are
such as
you are a flying type.
Yep.
Pidgey with Mega Horn. Okay. Pidgey with Mega Horn. Sure.
I mean, it is randomized.
Yep. Soft Sand is it's an item that you can pick up in the game. There's a spot that it can be found in its vanilla spot, which is off of... You surf on... I don't remember which route it is, but it's south of Goldenrod. And you fight some trainers to get it. But you can also find it randomly in one of the item balls. Or attached to a Pokemon when you catch it. Wow, if only I had, like, Drill Peck or something.
What? A flying type knowing a flying type move? In this economy?
Parasect preemptively confused me. Also, like, what is this? I lost a Parasect.
Welp. That can happen. Luckily, losing to our rival here is not an issue.
Well, go Charmeleon, I guess.
You do get a fair bit of experience from defeating your rival's Pokemon, but this is by no means a required fight.
I just forget which way to go. I don't know why. I play this a lot, and yet I don't know where I'm going half the time. I only look like I know what I'm doing when I play this. You know, imagine not having maps memorized and getting into RPG Limit Break. Alright, our rival is Moo.
Moo.
Moo. We're in the wrong chat for that.
Anyway, so it's still a little early to really start thinking about what we're gonna go for the bingos tonight. We're just kind of gonna keep grabbing things as we go.
I can tell you what I definitely don't want to go for.
There are definitely some things on here that are a little bit easier than others. For instance, the item finder is straight up, just right along the way.
Yeah, it's literally to the left of one of the gyms.
The soft sand is just a little bit out of the way, but you know exactly where it is all the time. Defeat the level 40 plus Pokemon. There are a few of those that are fairly straightforward to get to. So yeah, as chat's asking, is there like an arc or approach to this? Usually it's you go until you get the Fly HM, and then you start unpacking and trying to get your bingos as efficiently as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of look and see... Is Cubone on this card? It is not. You kind of just look and see what you already have and what it makes sense to take to fill in lines and...
And one of the big things we'll be talking about as Dijon goes through this is information. Because there are a number of cards on here that... a number of squares on the cards that we need to have enough information to find unless we just get lucky. For instance, specific Pokemon on the card, we want to know where they are from, say, finding them as a trainer's Pokemon in a battle, so that we can go to specific places and scrounge up that particular Pokemon.
God, I really don't want to end up running this Charmeleon.
And yes, Chad is asking, there is a done button that you can hit when the run is over, so we will be doing just that when the run is over. So, you need to have, for $0 on hand in Mom, if you need to get rid of all of your money.
I would like
Oh,
you.
hey, a flying type.
I would like you. Please get in the ball.
And additionally, in this game, one of the things that will happen momentarily is Dijon's mom will call and say, hey, I want to store money for you. And then you say no, because Mom doesn't actually buy anything useful.
Oh,
it is kind of a way to get
terrible
money from her.
move. That's a terrible move
Geez.
set. Anyway, so the problem with Charmeleon is that you end up finishing this run generally in the very early 30s level-wise, and Charmeleon won't evolve into Charizard until 36, I want to say it is. So,
That sounds right.
it's not at its full potential, power-wise. But
yeah, usually,
at this rate, it seems to be my best Pokemon that I've got. Alright.
usually you're looking for, because any Pokemon can appear anywhere, you're looking for things like fully evolved Pokemon out of the gate, so you don't have to worry about raising them to get them to evolve. You can just kind of steamroll over a lot of the game with a fully evolved Pokemon, even at low level, that has a decent move.
Mhm. And Dodrio is a good one to run. I've run Dodrio multiple times with a lot of success because it has really high attack, but this one has such a bad moveset that Outrage is the only good thing, and it's not really doing much. So I think I must have gotten one with not great stats. I'm going to deposit a couple of Pokemon I don't need.
Outrage, of course, is also a special attack.
Oh!
So that
Oh,
it
that's
attacks
right! That's right. I don't know why I was thinking Dragon was... Either way, it's not a good attack on this, I'm gonna see what this Bellsprout trait is.
Yeah, so
It's this guy that has
the
it.
in-game Pokemon trades.
I was wrong, it was this kid all along.
The in-game Pokemon trades all have the same Pokemon that they want, but the Pokemon they'll give you is randomized.
Yep. So that's one strategy that comes into play sometimes, is using the in-game trades.
Yeah, Sprout Tower here, unless HM5 is on the card, is never strictly required. However, it can be useful for experience, because the first Pokemon in the Violet Gym is a level 9 something. We don't know what it is yet,
Mhm.
but it can be a ridiculous wall to try and get through. Oh, this is a great fight for you.
Yeah, this is going well. Oh, and I can't switch out now, can I? Because I'm clamped. Freeze. Oh, the calls.
Nice.
Yeah, Ice Beam seems to be my best move right about now.
I mean, Ice Beam is a pretty dang good move.
It is a pretty good move. It's a pretty solid move. Yeah, I'm usually just so far behind in experience. Firestone, if only Charmeleon could use that. If only I had caught that Eevee. There's a Dawn fan. That's too big for what I need. Also, you know what I just realized? I should have taken Wobbuffet because it's on the card.
Well, I mean, you did get, one of the flying types, which is also on the card, so...
True.
But yes. Luckily, you could just fight that Donphan for experience.
I could have. Yeah, that'd be cool if the Wobbuffet had a great moveset, but the problem with that is it has the terrible stats. Why does this Sentret have ancient power?
Because the way that the move shuffling algorithm works.
Listen.
Yes?
That's just it. Listen.
Okay. I'm listening.
Okay, I found a Bayleaf.
Nice!
It's weak to ice. Okay, do I want to... I'm gonna see what this item is, and then... Soda Pop. That's an okay healing item. As long as we're here, let's just see what this guy has.
Yeah. And, he's not the worst experience.
Oh, that's definitely good experience right there.
Oh! Yeah. Good luck getting through that special defense.
It has rollout. Does Psych Up not do what I think it does? I don't think it does. Yep, we're not gonna bother with that.
Yeah. So, Blissey. Lots of HP. 0 physical defense. Worth a metric hecton of experience points.
Oh, I always forget this guy.
Yeah, you did a good job of dodging him on the way up.
I can always remember on the way there, but then not on the way back.
I usually just go for it because,
Really?
experience.
Why do you have Hydro Pump? Don't... I know what you're gonna say. Oh, hey, Water Gun will come in handy here.
So now that we've got Charmeleon at level 9, it's about time we gave
Hey, a flying type.
quick look. Now that Charmeleon is level 9, it's time we gave a quick look at who the wall is here in the Violet Gym. If it's an easy thing to get through, that's great. You get to go fast.
Really?
If it's a little bit trickier, you might... Dijon will probably go off and try and grind up some wild Pokemon encounters.
Yeah.
And if she has some Pokemon, she has one Pokemon from some of the catching she's been doing that has a move that can get through the wall, but it's a little bit weaker, might focus on that instead of the Charmeleon main.
Yeah. I don't want to go for 0 on hand and Mom, because getting rid of, like, anything less than $5 is a pain in the butt.
I lose like 3 fights in a row.
Yeah, but that's a pain in the butt.
Fair.
Don't know why I hit B there. Alright, let's see what the wall is. Oh, yeah, no. This will be a piece of cake with Ice Beam. I'm gonna move that up top. Oh.
Oh, hey!
Yeah. Getting decent luck on that. So yeah, the, like, very early part of the game can be a little slow because just sometimes it takes a while to find a decent enough main that you can breeze through the game with.
And sometimes, even if you find a fairly decent main, there can be Pokemon that just look at you and say, "Nah, you're gonna have to go grind." Especially because early on, we have access to a handful of moves, only some of which are probably combat moves versus more of the status-affecting moves. And if you don't have a move that matches up well type-wise against your opponent, or worse, only have moves that match up badly against your opponent, you're kinda stuck.
You're gonna have a bad time. Luckily, this gym has a lot of things that are weak to ice. The one thing that I have that can damage anything, pretty much. Cool. Freeze? No? Okay. Oh. Whoa! Okay. Oh, I'm out of ice beams. Heck.
Oh dear.
Oh. That's...
Yep.
Well, this is fun.
This is going off the rails.
Yeah, this is...
There's a...
Cursed by my own hubris.
So this is why, especially in these early stages of the game, you'll see a lot of runners doing a bunch of safety saving.
Mm-hmm. Why? Just why?
Because, again, as mentioned, there can be Pokemon where it just becomes super rough to get through them. And this isn't the worst one I've ever seen, but it's still pretty dang bad.
Yeah. There was one seed that I had once where, like... okay, False Swipe is not a bad thing to have instead of, like, one of these moves I've already got. I'm never gonna use Belly Drum, because I don't want to lose half my health. False Swipe, will always leave the opposing Pokemon with at least 1 HP, which will make it good for, catching Pokemon, because then we don't have to worry about one-shotting them. Alright, but we've got our first badge, so... I'm also gonna start marking some things that we can look for, like we've got Weepin' Bell info.
Mm-hmm.
I know where Phanpy is. I'm working on the types of berry. TM10 is easy to get.
Yeah, it's not showing up on screen, but one of the things that Bingo Sync allows you to do is right-click on the squares to add a little star in the corner for them.
Yeah.
And those are commonly used by runners to keep track of what goals they want to, don't want to go for. Just really as references for, yes, I should look at this one. Oh, hey, it's Eevee again.
Yeah. Oh, it's got Blizzard. Okay. And Lick. Alright, well that's fun. Alright, well I caught an Eevee. If I want an easy evolution later, I've got a Firestone.
Which, you know, if you get a Pokemon that evolve via Elemental Stone, that does make for very easy evolution.
God, that moveset, though.
Oof.
It has Perish Song. This guy's gonna try to sell you a Slowpoke tail, but it costs 1 million Pokédollars, which is exactly one more Pokédollar than you could hold.
Jeez, and I thought kids these days were made of money.
In this economy? Also, that egg that hatches into Togepi in the vanilla game can hatch into anything. It's randomized, just like everything else. Sometimes, it's usually not worth taking the time to actually let it hatch, but sometimes it can, you know, win the game for you. Ask us how we know.
Spoiler alert, we did not win that race.
There's a Scizor. That's...
Yes, you can find any of the 151 Pokemon in this game in the wild. That includes Mew, Mewtwo, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Celebi, anything. And in fact, one of the modes that people play for this game is Catch-em-all, where you just fill out the entire Pokedex by catching every single Pokemon, because you can do that.
Wow, lots of things with Blizzard.
Yeah. Lots of things with good physical attack with Blizzard.
I'm not even sure why I caught that Scizor. It just looked cool, I guess. I mean, 20 Pokemon owned is on the card.
Yeah. Oh no, all 251 are in this game. You can catch all 251 if you want. Because of the way that the randomization process works, all of them will appear.
Alright, well, because I'm not great on moves, I'm gonna check the, TM that's in here. See what it is. So, TMs that appear on the overworld, they will always be a TM, but the number is randomized, and the move that it teaches will be randomized.
And most of the other TMs have randomized moves. There are a few specific ones, specifically the ones that can be used as overworld moves, like Dig and Rock Smash. Those will always have the same move, but all of the other TMs will have a random move.
Oh hey, well I found a way I can poison Sudowoodo.
That's good. I mean, you also had Lick, so that would have been the Paralyze.
That's also true. Oh, also, do you want to talk about how wild Pokemon slots work?
Yeah, so unlike the base game where the ratios of what can appear where are all over the map, the randomizer normalizes the encounter slots in every area of the game. Anywhere where you're walking around that wild Pokemon can appear, there will be 7 different Pokemon that appear there. And they all appear at different percentages. I forget the exact breakdown of the grass and caves, but there's 7 slots. 3 of them are only 10% of the time. And those are the obnoxious ones to try and scare up when you're looking for things. The randomizer is out there on the internet. There is a specific Pokemon Bingo Discord server that can provide more information.
Yeah, because like the general randomizer, general Pokemon randomizer you'll find out there, it doesn't do the quality of life adjustments that the oh, I need to talk to Kurt. Doesn't do the quality of life adjustments that are in the Speed Choice ROM, which is what is used by basically the entire Pokemon randomizer bingo community.
Speed Choice ROM is what gives us things like the instant text, where you see just the text just blasting off again.
Appropriate, because I'm fighting Team Rocket now.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the Speed Choice ROM and the regular randomizer don't play nicely with each other, so there is also a Speed Choice specific version of the randomizer, and the Discord for Pokemon Bingo has all of this information.
I love how Corsola's stats are so bad that it does, like, nothing with Thunder.
Right?
We're gonna safety save. Oh, so many water types.
It's like the game knows.
Oh, you know what I can do? I can just use False Swipe until they get down to... Never mind, Ice Beam still does more damage.
Yep.
Well,
Also,
heck.
in addition to leaving enemy Pokemon with 1 HP, is also not that strong of a move to begin with.
Yeah, but like, if False Swipe did more damage, then... it'd be better to, like, use False Swipe twice and leave it with 1 HP and then use another move than use another move, like, 7 times. There's a lot of soda pop left everywhere. Oh, I got an encounter. It's a rat. Great. You are definitely what I want to see. I really need some better moves. At least now I'm getting stuff that's weak to water.
Yeah, so now is kind of the... a little bit of the boring part of the run, to be honest. Because we're still deep in the going through the plot and making our progression, getting our first couple of key items and HMs out of the way.
Yep. Although, speed choice still makes it a lot faster. Oh, hey, that's Teddy Ursa info, but I already know where Phanpy is, so that doesn't really...
I mean, one of the two could be easier to find than the other.
Wow. Okay.
Hmm?
I'm just about to get, like... Actually, I think I can just... Okay, yeah, I don't need to worry about that. I was gonna heal it, but then I was like, oh, well, I probably haven't do enough damage in one hit to just take it out. He's only got one Pokemon. And then we get a free heal.
Do, 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 do.
I realize I sold a bunch of stuff, but then never bought anything. Alright, well now we're gonna do our second gym, hopefully.
Woo! Let's go. Bugsy's gym usually isn't that rough, because of all of the extra time you have to spend going through Union Cave and dealing with the rockets and the Slowpoke well. Usually you have a fair bit of experience coming in here, relative to the other Pokemon. And because we're going with full-on, quote-unquote, speedrun strats, we've been funneling all of our experience directly into this Charmeleon. So, as you can see, we're level 16 to the level 10s that this trainer is throwing out.
That's why you focus on one Pokemon.
Yeah. And which is why finding a strong main as soon as possible is kind of important, because you want to funnel as much experience into your main as possible, as quickly as possible, because you really, really want to use those levels to kind of have a snowball effect, where by having all the levels, you're able to push through the next part of the game easily, so you're able to get more levels.
And on and on and on.
luckily you're getting your next move relatively soon.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's...
You have a flying type in your party?
I do. Of course, now it's just like... What am I gonna do?
I'd go for the... just do whatever. It's sacrifice fodder.
Oh, yes. I was going for the paralyze and it happened.
Heck yeah.
How are you gonna punch? You don't have hands.
Look, there's nothing in the rulebook that says a dog can't use Mach Punch.
You can't see the face I'm making right now. Venonat is my favorite. It is the best Pokemon. It is not on this card, though. Alright, we got our second badge relatively painlessly. Hopefully we got a good TM. Okay, well... Ember is... It's Stab. And it's not Psych Up, so... Sure.
Yeah, unfortunately that doesn't help you with the preponderance of water types. But
it does something, question mark? It'll help me. It'll help me with my rival's dumb Parasect.
yeah, I guess it does get the 4 times effectiveness there. Plus the stab, the same type attack bonus.
And speaking of our rival, here he is.
Welcome to Rival 2.
Welcome to Rival 2 Park. Oh, and
Say hi to the new rival, same as the old rival.
at least Water Gun is neutral damage because of the rock type.
Yeah.
And
One of the-
Feint Attack's not doing anything.
One of the things that the randomizer has the potential to do, but that is typically not randomized in these sorts of bingo runs, is the typing of various Pokemon. You can randomize it. It's actually super fun to play with, but in these sorts of race settings, you kind of want to be able to predict, yes, Ariados is a bug poison type, therefore I should use these moves. And not have to play the sort of, are you weak to this? Are you weak to that game?
What kind of Pokemon are you? How do you do the things you do? Share with me your secrets deep inside.
What kind of Pokemon are you? Are you loyal through and through? Do you have a heart that's true? What kind of Pokemon are you? God, the 2B Master CD was one of my favorite things.
That soundtrack slaps hard.
Right?
I wore out a CD of that as a kid.
Dang, nice.
The second soundtrack they released didn't go as hard, but like it had the Pokemon Johto theme, so
I mean, yeah, you had to for the Johto theme.
do 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 do. Anyway, we got our first HM.
We passed up what could have been our first HM, but is actually optional, HM5 Flash, because we didn't want to fight a Blissey.
Yeah. I think we made the right decision. Anyway,
Same.
I gave Scizor Cut because it seemed appropriate. By the way, I don't think we've mentioned this yet, but with the settings that we use, every Pokemon can learn every TM and HM.
It's really nice, so you don't have to be like, oh gosh, I need a water type to learn Surf.
Or using the flags to completely randomize it, I need to find something that can learn Surf. Can this? No. Can this? No. Heck.
HMs are not randomized because, well, you kind of need them to be what they are to get through the actual game. There is a Pokemon Crystal Key Item Randomizer, which I haven't actually played around with yet. It's something I've been meaning to do.
And something we will do in like a week.
Right?
Okay, I know what I was supposed
Anyway, we're about to get something very useful.
The single best item in the game.
It is a key item that stays in the same place every time because we're not randomizing key items.
Thank goodness for this. It's a bike! We get to go fast now.
another that messed up. But now
I'm gonna register that to my select button. So
It
now,
will stay for the rest.
I can just press select at any time and boom, I am on the bike. Also, we get a free Pokemon here.
Kenya here is level 10, and can sometimes be a decent main swap if it's a
It's a
strong
Pidgey.
Pokemon.
It's
Well-
got a good moveset, though.
I mean, you could run it. It is getting the extra XP bonus for being a traded Pokemon.
Yeah, but
It's your
I don't
call.
think it's.
I would,
Sorry, what was that?
I would definitely at least hold on to it because it'll be easy to evolve. Because it's gonna get
Yeah.
all that extra XP.
But like, if it was gonna give me a flying type, couldn't it have at least given me one that
Like,
I
that
didn't
had been
already
a-
catch?
But if that had been like a Pidgeot, I would have swapped to it right away.
If it was like Pidgeot, yeah, I would have swapped. But like, we're talking Pidgey that doesn't evolve for another 6 levels. Or 8 levels. I forget if it's 16 or 18 that it evolves.
I
May-
think it's... I don't remember.
I don't know.
But
I only
There
have...
is a lot. There are a lot of Pokemon. Chad is saying 18.
18? Okay, yeah. There's only one run where I do where I have to evolve a Pidgeot, and it's not one that I have to really pay that close attention to the level on. Anyway, what was this TM? I'm picking up a lot of TMs because I want to see... Ooh, Dig.
I mean, that definitely will help you with some of your coverage.
Yeah, it's a 2-turn move, but I think I want to use that. Heck, I have to get rid of False Swipe, don't I?
You don't have to do anything.
Well, it makes the most sense to get rid of.
That is correct.
So let's put together
Fine. Would have been real nice for catching Pokemon, but whatevs.
Yeah, a little less good for doing the combat.
Yeah. Iceberry. I have to check and see how many, how many different berries I have. I think I'm at 6.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you have to come all the way out here to talk to this girl, just so you can go right back and then fight the gym, and then come all the way back over here.
It's one of those things where
Oh no, the drowsy I ran from evolved.
Yeah, luckily we don't need to hunt down either of the two TMs on the card. Those are two of the ones that we know will be in a specific spot.
Also, that route
And,
is known as Spinner Heck, because it is full of spinners, and you can easily get hecked.
Yeah, luckily it's a little less of a heckening than in the vanilla Pokemon game. You'll notice that they were all spinning very consistently, as opposed to completely randomly.
Yep, that's another nice setting. Which, you can also set them to spin every frame. That's one of the flags you can use.
Ridiculous.
And you can, I think you can set it to do it like every frame to a random direction. And you can set them to max vision so they can see you no matter where you are, as long as you're like in a line with them and they're on the screen. And it makes for some really interesting.
You can make a lot of choices with this randomizer. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh no, Charmeleon wants to be Darude. Good thing I don't need a rock type. Good thing I don't need a rock type move in this.
Right?
That's one of the.
Fun fact about Generation 2. There's only like 4 rock type moves in the game, so of course it's a bingo square.
Yeah, Sandstorm, Rock Slide, Rock Throw, Ancient Power, and Rollout.
Okay, I was off by 1.
Happens to the best of us. Speaking
And
of
also
Ancient
me.
Power. Take that, Togetic. That experience I gained was a little too nice. 609. Nios.
So after you beat Whitney, you have to go out and then go back and talk to her again because she always cries when she loses, and you have to wait for her to stop crying before she'll give you your badge.
So you have to remember to actually talk to her again. Also, you have to remember to do this. How many times have I not done this?
I don't want to talk about it, Dijon.
The answer the answer may surprise you.
Yeah. So after you beat Whitney, you come back here. You have to talk to the girl on the right before the girl on the left will give you the squirt bottle.
My timing was off there. I got hit.
Oh no.
Ow,
It's
Sandshrew.
And for those of you who are wondering, this is an RNG manipulation, or it is us taking a few extra encounters to try and hunt down information. It is definitely not a mistake.
I mean, out of all the trainers on this route to hit,
Yeah.
I'm losing control of my bike.
Yeah, getting through Spinner Heck is always exciting. But you did it! You only fought one of the trainers there.
Hooray!
So,
This calls for a celebration. I'm gonna save and... You know what? We're gonna see if my level 5 Dodrio can lick and paralyze this level 20 whatever it is.
Always go for Ember strats.
Oh god, that's... Watch
What,
it be a normal
10%?
type. It's Magikarp.
Huh.
One
That's
level and it'll evolve to Gyarados.
Yeah,
It has Drill Peck.
yeah, I think that might be a new main.
Now if it'll just paralyze. Plus we're about to get Surf.
Yeah, I feel like main swapping here isn't the worst idea.
Yeah. Doesn't have the best moveset from what I saw there, but like it can be improved.
Real Peck and Surf, you've got your 2 stab moves.
Oh, you're right. Gyarados is flying.
Yup. It's also another flying type. It's also a Pokemon to evolve.
Wow. That is like
just
the best.
Better and better.
That is like a Magikarp for all seasons.
Now, granted, you might want to take the Bill cutscene to get that paralyzed.
Yeah.
off.
Oh, I am. Plus, with 20 plus Pokemon owned on the card, I want the free Pokemon later. So that cutscene always happens. Oh, thank you.
Just handle your bingo card for you.
That's good. You be my tracker as well.
At least I'm not also your restreamer.
Yeah.
And a real hat trick.
Surprised like he was playing the game the entire time. Also, that Magikarp is the hat trick. I tell you what. Yeah, other than Drill Peck, it's got terrible moves. But yeah, Drill Peck's not even good enough to take this down. I'm just gonna... We're gonna do the swap technique until...
Yeah. Luckily, the Kimono girls are, you know, pretty straightforward fights. They've all got 1 Pokemon each.
Oh, that's Onyx info.
Indeed. Hopefully we can get Magikarp to evolve before we get over to the Rival 3 fight, because that one's a little more annoying to try and train on.
Yeah. Ah, you're the wrong slow that I need info for. Really?
Wait.
Well, at least it was only magnitude 4.
Yeah.
Ah, that still hits when you use Dig. I forgot.
Power.
Heck.
Well, at least you use the Pokemon Center in this town.
Well, I've got a, Max Revive here.
That works too.
Dang, it's also got Ancient Power. This Slowbro is stacked.
You cannot comprehend the true power of the Slowbro.
Come on, freeze.
Probably the first time I've heard anyone cheering for that Batman villain.
Alright. Well, cool. This is just gonna be a slow march to.
Maybe Magikarp's Drill Peck is enough to get through it?
How do you still have ancient power? Alright. Oh, it's Sketch Drill Peck. That's cool.
Well,
Alright, well, that was fun.
look, chat. Look.
We're gonna fight the other ones first.
I was gonna say. They're usually a pretty clean sleep. But also,
Did you say a pretty queen sleep?
I said a pretty clean sweep.
It's not what you said.
Oh, good. Fampy has Stab Earthquake. Maybe
Oh,
I
good.
shoulda. Maybe I shoulda caught one at the beginning.
Well, you did a good job of not dying to Stab Earthquake, so, you know.
I mean, yes. Why did... Everything.
Really, Gabe?
Yeah.
Wow.
Everything has magnitude.
I cannot comprehend the magnitude of this game's betrayal.
This is...
This is rough. I don't know any other way to put it, but
This is the worst kimono girls I've ever had.
right?
Can we cheese it?
Go, 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 go! Come on.
I cannot believe that worked.
Oh, that was beautiful.
You know what my response to that is.
I do.
And that's when you say, Can you see it? Hello?
Not yet. I don't understand what's going on my end, but I'll be there soon.
Okay. Okay, it's looking like we're back. A dinosaur story?
I mean, certainly looks to be back on my end. Woo! Hi, friends! We're back!
We're back, hopefully, for a while.
And we've got one girl to kick the butt of.
Yeah. We're, It's gonna be interesting, though.
Yeah, I know what I'd do here.
What's
what
that?
Will Dijon?
What? I don't know. What would you do?
I would probably go get that Magikarp to 21 off some wild Pokemon.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Right. Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to take a little bit.
Hyper Beam. Why do you have that, Pineco? Oh, the things I do for Gyarados. You're also weak to Drill Peck, but I... Oh gosh. Oh no. Alright, well... That didn't go the way I wanted it to.
Oh yeah, that... Yikes. It's like... Leave me alone, people.
You're not. Maybe if I can just, like, find the ones that are... Yeah, like Hoppip. Hoppip's good.
Oh hey, it's that Flareon we were thinking about getting.
I know, right? Oh, hey! Look who it is! Mr. I don't have any good moves. Give me, like, Hoppips and Pinecos.
Right? I mean, you could try to fight the Flareon.
I mean, I could. I'm just trying to find things that aren't going to kick Magikarp's ass. I should probably teach Sweet Scent to something. Oh, hey, I paid off my bike. Let's go ahead and use the Sweet Scent TM. Maybe not. Don't know that I want to do... to give it to Charmeleon, and I don't know what I'm going to end up doing with Kenya, so...
I usually just use Kenya to use my field moves because it's a pain in the butt to get Kenya out of your inventory, and you don't need to trade Kenya back for the TM. So no real reason not to just hold on to Kenya for HMs.
That's fair, I guess. Also, Hoppip has some weird moves. Oh my gosh, Magikarp, please.
So is this what they mean when they tell you to go sleep with the fishes?
But the fish is asleep. All Dodrios will have the same move list.
Yeah, because of the way that Pokemon itself works under the hood, all Pokemon of a particular species have the same learn set. Oh, come on, just one more fight. We got this.
Not like this, we don't.
Yeah. Look, attempts were made.
We're gonna go heal. Oh, a Ledian.
And you'll notice that Ledian took a long time to scare up. That's the power of those 10% slots in their ability to hide.
Wow, Ledian has Parafusion.
Which is short for?
Paralysis and Confusion. You basically have to get past 2 coin flips on that. Also, what? Magikarp is evolving! What if I just hit B right now?
That would be a terrible idea.
Indeed. Now we have to heal again. Gah.
I'm surprised you aren't just buying potions at the mart.
I mean, I have them, but it's paralyzed, so...
Yeah, fair. So, okay, we have a Gyarados.
So you can't magnitude us, but now you can do a lot more damage with Ancient Power. So that's gonna be a thing.
Watch everything from here on out just suddenly getting electric moves. Because, you know, the game knows.
Oh, that was a crit. Slowbro has terrible physical.
Also, Gyarados has ridiculous base physical attack.
Alright. Now it's gonna get Surf. It's too bad I don't need Protect, Detect, or Endure.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, just be cover it later.
Now we can finally move on.
So now that we've had our 5 free fights with the Kimono Girls, it's time to take on Rival 3.
Hey, you fly.
How many flying types is this?
I think this would be number 5? 5 or 6. I'm not
Yeah,
there
that
yet.
Sounds right. You're getting close, though.
Yep.
Check. That's been really other round.
I mean, if I can catch this thing. Hey, there it goes.
One of the nice changes that they make, I forget whether or not it's the quality of life or the randomizer itself, but it normalizes the catch rate of all the different Pokemon, and it sets them all to be the maximum possible catch rate, which means they're as easy to catch as any Pokemon could be, which means you've got a 1 in 3 shot of catching any Pokemon at full HP. Yeah, this fight can be a bit rough because of just the sheer number of Pokemon that your rival has. But luckily, Gyarados does a good job of taking out anything opposing us. And as you can see, is starting to gain levels very rapidly. Hey Dijon,
Yeah.
you remember how you were talking about how Ember was going to be really good for Parasect?
Yeah.
Doesn't Drill Peck feel nice?
Yes. Also, I've got the time there I have to listen to the thing.
You know when I'm good to talk.
Suicune is a Geodude, or one of the evolutions. I think it's Geodude itself, though. I also recognize the other cries, but I can't place them.
Yeah, so one of the nice things about this is that, as Dijon is pointing out, the cries are randomized to be the cry of the Pokemon that is in the particular Roamer slot or in the Suicune slot. So if you're good at recognizing cries, which Dijon is, I am not, you can pick out which Pokemon it is.
Hey, it's a Zoe.
Oh, hey! And there's the third of our trio. For our RPG Limit Break.
God, there's that first cry keeps echoing in my head, and I'm like, I know this.
With any luck, you'll just run into it randomly.
Right? Do you know you can skip that one?
Yep. That's actually in the base game.
Yep. Oh, I think it was Porygon was that first one.
Mmm.
Ooh. This could... Okay. Clearly it doesn't have any electric attacks, or I would have used them. Gyarados is trying to learn Leer. Yep, it was either Porygon or Porygon 2.
And with that, we've blasted our way through the gym. We've got our final required gym leader for most of these runs.
Nope,
Well,
this is not our final required one.
the fly gym isn't necessarily required, but it is incredibly useful, so it's kind of a soft requirement.
Alright, well, Gyarados died. Did I save before this? I don't remember.
One way to find out. Also, I'm surprised you didn't go, because the mart does stock revives in this town.
It does, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I did
Yeah.
save beforehand. Although, I don't want to go all the way back.
Usually, if I'm worried about this gym being a little spicy, I will do the first revives that I purchase of runs here.
Ha ha ha. Drill peck time. Very drill peck time. Oh, even more drill peck time.
And so now that we've got our main, we've got a good move set, and we have a couple of levels, the game starts transforming a little bit because combat really isn't a thing for us anymore. Now we're starting to think about, okay, what goals do we want to go for?
I didn't see what that TM was, but it doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah, what
should I
are the
stop?
things?
I'm gonna get some revives just in case.
One of the things with the instant text is that it can be a little complicated to see what the different things are as they blast by the screen. You actually need to be able to speed read.
Sometimes I can catch it, sometimes I can't. It's all that practice playing TCG. Is this the tree that has them? Ah, I meant... Ah, it's the last one berry I need, but my back is full. There, we're using that potion.
Oh, no. Inventory boss!
Got it. Okay, gotta double check. Mystery, bitter, poison, regular, paralyze, ice, and mint. Yep, that's 7. If you wouldn't mind getting that for me. Here. You know, I'm tempted to give Gyarados strength, too.
It's not actually the worst idea. For those of you familiar with the base game, Strength is the next HM we're going to be picking up. It's actually a fairly decent physical move. It is normal type, so we're not going to get any elemental bonuses there, but it does have the benefit of just being a fairly strong move that we can use when we don't want to use our drill pecks.
Gonna sail past Meme Island, hopefully to never set foot in it.
Yeah, I did hit the tile. I'm not sure why it's not updating.
It's probably because of when OBS was messing up. Here, I'll get that.
Also, shoutouts to using the repel right at the start of the surf and it ending like 5 tiles away from the end. Hey, there we go. Now it's showing up. It always is the worst to get an encounter in those
How
last
many?
5 tiles.
Okay, I do not have a full party.
Yeah, so, on this island, you can get yourself another gifted Pokemon, Shucky, which is vanilla Shuckle. In this, if you have a full party and try and pick up Shucky, it will lock the game. Which is always exciting to find out in the middle of a practice run.
Yep. I don't know anyone who would ever do that, have that happen to them recording a submission for something.
Indeed.
Okay, so I'm just looking at my card here. I'm pretty close to 7 different flying types. I've seen Weepin' Bell. I can look up and see where that is, info-wise. Item find. Oh, I missed getting the item finder, but I can go back and get it pretty easily.
Yeah, I was gonna say, luckily that's a pretty easy one to go back and redo.
TM10 is an easy one. I have Polyrath info from the first gym.
Yeah, you've got a bunch of easy goals. I'm just not quite sure which ones are the most effective to turn into bingos.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, but looking at this, you'll notice that we've hit 3 goals that are just kind of scattered all over the map. Once we get our hands on Fly, we'll be able to start really knocking out various ones of these goals, and this card's going to start lighting up like a Christmas tree. So the question is, if we evolve the Pidgey, does that count as 2 flying types? Yes, because the 7 flying types... 1, we already have another Pidgey, and 2, it is based off of what's in our Pokedex.
Yep.
Plus, we also need to evolve 4 Pokemon, potentially, so we can definitely double down on goals like that.
Speaking of doubling down on goals, I could do Mineral Badge and 6 badges at the same time if it seemed useful.
Oh yeah, Mineral Badge is on the card, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm kind of surprised you didn't go up the lighthouse yet.
Eh.
But
Honestly,
yeah, like, do we have Tangela or Lickitung information?
nope.
Yeah, because I was gonna say we just got our Dragon type info.
King's Rock is real easy to get to. We have Weepin' Bell info. I mentioned that already. Evolving 4 different Pokemon. I've already got 1. I can get an easy one with Eevee. We also want to evolve Kenya for a flying type. So that's 3.
Rhyhorn is pretty easy, and we're over halfway to the 20 Pokemon owned. If we knock out the flying type and the evolving, that'll definitely fill that out pretty nicely. Not to mention the other random ones we want to catch.
Yeah.
We've kind of aggressively faded the Max Phone Book.
Yeah. Not gonna go for that.
So that's probably just straight off the table. But yeah, I will be excited to see what your routing choices turn into.
Yeah. So will I. Okay.
Now we have Fly.
Yeah.
Never played a Pokemon game before? You know what Fly does. If you haven't played a Pokemon game before, it allows us to instantly, well, fly back to any city we've visited previously. So by using it for that, we'll be able to zoom around the map and knock out the remaining goals. Dijon also taught Sweet Scent to a Pokemon, which, if we're standing in a spot that could spawn Pokemon, Sweet Scent will scrounge one of them up instantly for us, meaning that we'll have to do a lot less walking back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, trying to find a Pokemon that we're trying to catch.
Alright, that's Item Finder. go ahead and take myself over to the Lake of Rage.
Yeah, so with the quality of life updates we have in this, we have completely cut out the whole next major plot beat of this game, which is you go down into a Team Rocket headquarters in this town, then they take over Goldenrod City, it's a whole thing, your rival is there. But we can ignore all of that, because in this version of the game, what will happen is Lance will be at the Lake of Rage after we catch or defeat whatever the shiny Pokemon is, and say, hey, you want this garbage? And he'll give us all the key items we would have gotten, as well as, I believe, HM6.
Yep.
Yeah, and the other thing is...
Oh, my cut Pokemon is not in my party anymore.
Just teach it to Kenya. Yeah. The other thing is, Hidden Power TM10 is up in a house through this maze of trees.
That's the wrong way. Imagine knowing which way you're supposed to go in a game you play all the time.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time practicing my way through this maze. Because there's also a random TM in here. That's on the basically easternmost side. If you just go due east from where the house is,
Alright.
It'll be
So I got TM10.
Blizzard.
Yep. Would be good, but can't use it.
Sadly, if we have an item on the card, we need to be holding on to it. We can have it deposited in the PC, but we need to have it still. We can't, like, get rid of it.
Ooh, Shiny Aerodactyl is a flying type.
Oh, hey! What is that? Is that 7?
I'd have to double check.
Okay, if you wouldn't mind.
Alright, that is a catch. I like Shiny Aerodactyl, it's nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wanted to get that red scale to turn in to Mr. Pokemon to get the experience share.
Yep. Which will be useful for when we're trying to get Pokemon to evolve by leveling.
And because I turned on early Kanto, Professor Elm's gonna call me and tell me I can get a ticket.
Yeah, and normally Kanto isn't super necessary for doing the bingos. Most of the bingo cards can be completed in Johto. However, there are a few times where you really want to have Kanto access, and so having early Kanto on for marathon safety is often a good idea.
Okay, so we've got Gyarados, we've got Pidgey, Articuno, Fearow, Dodrio, Zubat, and Aerodactyl. I believe that's 7.
Sounds like 7 to me. Yeah, and we've almost got bingo here in column 2.
And I'm gonna put these berries away.
So as we're starting to get these goals together, it's like, okay, I can start see the plans emerging for what bingos to go for next.
And as long as I'm here, we're gonna give Eevee a tire. And that's gonna be our second evolution.
Woo! So what you're saying is, we're halfway there.
Kinda. And then let me check my Pokedex. Where are we at? 13 owned. Weepinbell is at the National Park.
Awesome. So, fun facts about the Pokedex and what Pokemon locations it shows you. It shows you Pokemon that appear in the grass or in the water, does not show you fishing, does not show you headbutt spots or rock smash spots, and it doesn't show you in the National Park Pokemon that appear during the bug catching contest. So, what this means for us is by knowing that Weepinbell is in the National Park,
Well, actually,
we
as long as
can
I'm here. Sorry, go ahead.
go there and scrounge it up without any issues. Yeah, as long as you're here, you might as well get that haircut and the rival fight. Yeah, this is the part of the run where you really start to see, like, okay, I can go to this location and hit like 3 of my goals because I know there's a Pokemon nearby, and I need to get one of the items from here, and everything starts snowballing a fair bit.
Alright, Gyarados got a haircut.
Gyarados has hair?
Yes, apparently.
I'm super concerned.
Oh, this random guy just casually has a Celebi.
As you do.
Also, you know what I forgot to do?
What?
I forgot to get the EXP share.
Eh.
I'll have to grab that in a bit.
Yeah, I mean, you still have to beat up a level 40 plus Pokemon, and the 2 easiest ones to get to for that are either Claire's final Pokemon in Blackthorn City Gym, or the plot Suicune spot, which we currently do have access to, but that also takes 3 other trainer fights back to back to back to back to get to.
And let's see, I think it was a Geodude I said it was.
Yeah, so that'll be fairly straightforward. Anyway, so this is Rival 4. We usually don't have to do this unless it's on the bingo card, because you get to skip this whole part of the plot. Two HP, spicy.
Yeah, I thought so. Hey, it's our good buddy Parasect.
I'm not sure I would call Parasect my good buddy.
I mean, it's ironic, kind of like how you would call a, large guy tiny. Also, that's Rival 4 down.
Woo!
Alright, we got a free Pokemon that is not actually an Eevee. It's a Drowsy. Okay.
Again, sometimes these free Pokemon that you get from, hatching the egg or picking up random trades or whatnot can, in fact, be Pokemon you need from the card.
Yeah.
Um.
At the very least, it counts towards 20 owned.
Yep. You have the coin case now, so you can definitely check those.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking about. I forget which one it is. That's the Underground. That's the Name Raider. This is it. I can never remember which one is... which building is which in this city.
I mean...
Machamp, Sentret, and Nidoking. I don't think I need any of those.
Yikes. Yeah. Those are definitely things we need right now. I guess in the, most marginal cases you could try to evolve the Sentret, but,
I mean, I'm getting 100 coins for cheap while I'm here, just buying the Machamp. Because that's one more.
That's fair. Oh, also, I never collect.
Oh.
You totally got a haircut. That's
You know what?
chatty.
I also have Onyx info. Onyx is in Meme Tower or Meme Island. Cool.
Is Onyx somewhere in Kanto?
Looks like the route above Cerulean. That would take so long. That would take a long time to get to, though, because I would have to. Well, I'd only have to go through the boat.
Yeah, you'd have to do the boat, and you'd have to do a little bit of Nugget Bridge, but not the worst. But we can still try and fade that one for now.
Yeah,
and see if we have to come back to it later.
It's possible I could also find Scyther info. Okay,
Anyway...
Let's go
Which one
find
do
a
you need for
Weepin' Bell. I'm gonna go get a Weepin' Bell from the park. The Parp. First tile encounter. Oh, just a Zapdos in the park.
As you do.
Pidgeot. Clearly the park is where I needed to go. For flying types.
Yeah. Sometimes the game does it like that.
Meganium. That is 3 slots. All of which I do not need. Still only 3 slots.
And here's the other rough part about Pokemon Bingo. The farming up of the wild Pokemon encounters to get them on your card. Because again, there are 7 different Pokemon that will appear here. Dijon is looking for specifically one of them, and it's not Tyranitar.
Okay, I'm up to 5 slots. Oh, Weeping Bell's gonna be at 10%, isn't it?
Unless we got incredibly lucky and already saw 2 of them, I'm pretty sure it is.
Pretty much like any time, it's guaranteed that if I need a Pokemon, I'll go somewhere and it'll be the 10%.
Yeah. It's pretty rough.
Hey!
Woo!
At least it wasn't the 7th slot.
Right, that's always the worst.
Remember that time that we were trying to fill in that last space and we gave up because we needed Skarmory, and it was literally the one slot that I didn't check in that part of Tin Tower I was in?
Yes, I remember the time my impatience cost us an easy win.
Anyway, that was, that's Weeping Bell. Okay, let's see, what, Kingdra is also in Meme Island, and it's in Onion Cave. Oh, there's so many slots in Onion.
Yeah, unfortunately that one's kind of annoying because the various caves have different encounter tables for every single floor. Additionally...
For both the floor and the
Union
surf.
Cave... Additionally, Union Cave also has a couple of different surf spots. Which only contain 3 Pokemon each, but you do have to check all of them.
Ooh. If I catch another Eevee, that's another Eevee evolution.
Yeah, and I think that Eevee would be it for you for evolutions.
No, not yet.
I mean, buy a Leaf Stone.
Oh, yeah! You're right. You're so smart. Hey, Charmeleon, you suck.
So anyway, we're definitely deep into the part where I start looking at my ink plot and trying to come up with a name for what it is. Right now, to me, it kind of looks like the backwards Team Rocket logo.
Also, I'm just realizing that I went to go get the, experience share so I could level up the Pidgey to evolve it, and now I don't need to do that.
You could still do that.
It'd be faster to not, though.
There.
Slowpoke Well's not where I wanted to go. Actually, as long as I'm here.
I was gonna say, the King's Rock is right there.
I do have to be here eventually.
Yeah. And row 4 is actually one of the easier ones to fill in.
Yeah. Fun fact, Nidoran female is 100% a 100% rate of being female in this game.
Huh. I'm kind of confused how it could be otherwise.
Also, fun fact, you can have a female Mr. Mime. Because, its Japanese name doesn't have a reference to gender at all.
Huh.
You are not a Kingdra. Can the game be nice to me? And oh, also, can you mark the King's Rock?
Yeah, I completely zoned out for a second there on that. I was busy trying to be like, okay, well, if you do these combinations of things...
Oh my gosh, are there not more than 2 slots here?
No, of course not. Why would you get anything except the 2 most common ones?
Am I surfing and I just don't know it?
Potentially? Question mark?
Oh hey, a 3rd slot. It's not what I want, but it's a 3rd slot.
Yeah, and there's 7 slots here. Then there's 7 more slots on each of the basement floors. So that's another 14.
Wait, there's
Plus,
2 basement floors?
yeah, Lapras is on B2.
Oh yeah.
And then each one of those floors also has water.
Oh, hey, a female Bayleaf. That's 1 in 8 chance. Oh, a fourth encounter slot.
Yo!
Now we're on the trolley.
Chugga chugga choo choo.
I think I might fade these last 3 slots for right now.
Yeah, I honestly would worry about coming back here once you've done some of the other goals, because we might just luck into...
Yeah. I got Charizard. I'm gonna try this.
Yeah.
Get these surf encounters real quick and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, one of the things about this game is trying to balance how long it's going to take to fill out a check versus how important doing that check is for your game plan. And when a Pokemon is loose somewhere in one of the caves, that can be a lot of checks that you have to make. And since they're random, scrounging up every encounter in any one of the slots is going to be a very, very, very long process.
Yep. Beatrill is on the floor and the water here.
Two different encounter tables. The same Pokemon can appear in both.
I know. It's just...
I know you know. Chat might not know.
out of the 251 possibilities.
Indian Cave, now home to Johto's famous apiary.
Alright, we're done with that for now. That's not the right floor. There we go. Alright, that's 4.
Woo!
Okay, so what's the next? Okay. Since I am over at Goldenrod, it makes... Oh, you can see me there. It's all coming back to me now. It makes sense to go get the soft sand.
Indeed. I hate that guy's vision. Someone please nerf his eyes so he cannot see us.
Tickle Fable. Larvitar.
And so in order to get the soft sand, we just need to do these 3 quick trainer fights down here. They are exceptionally fast because the Pokemon are about 10 levels below us. Gyarados is going to, well, leave no survivors.
Oh, that's great.
What?
Oh, Granbull had Thunderbolt.
Oh, that's exciting.
Alright, soft sand.
It's always good when your opponents have the 4 times a weakness.
Okay.
So, if you look at the card chat, you will notice that it's starting to take shape a fair bit.
Hey.
We have a couple rows that are 1 space away from being bingos. We have a couple of spots that are 2 spaces away from being bingos. And so this is the part of the game where it's like, okay, I've done all the easy stuff I need to do. Let's focus in on what we need to do to get the last couple of bingos we need to get.
Charmeleon is not a dragon type.
Sadly, no. Charmeleon is pure fire. Charizard is actually fire flying.
Charizard, Mega Charizard. One of the Mega Charizards is fire and dragon.
Which, about time. Gyarados is water flying.
Yeah, Gyarados is bafflingly water and flying. Like, I feel like they meant to put dragon, but actually accidentally put... Like, I feel like they meant to put dragon and accidentally put flying, and everyone just left it that way, because, like, with all the stuff that they did wrong in Gen 1, it wouldn't surprise me.
In fact, the only dragon-type Pokemon until we get to Generation 3 are Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite, with the exception of Kingdra, because freaking Bulbapedia sorts them by pure and then primary, secondary, and not just in number order. Yeah, but also Alolan Executor and Megapros are dragons.
My favorite thing is that Alolan Executor is grass and dragon.
And it's just like this ridiculously tall tree. I love how in most of its appearances you can't even see the top of the Alolan Executor, it just goes straight off the screen most of the time.
Yep.
So chat, who are your favorite Pokemon?
I love that meme where it's like, Doug Dimmadome has a, it's like someone drew Doug Dimmadome as a, gym leader, and he has a Alolan Executor.
Nice.
Oh yeah, Missing No is part bird.
Yep. You have... Gen 1 does have bird-type Pokemon. Not... in addition to flying-type Pokemon. Yeah, Gyarados is from a legend of a carp that climbs up a waterfall to become a mighty dragon. It's like the proverb version of the little engine that could.
And yet, it was still bafflingly flying.
Well, it had to fly up to the top of the waterfall.
Alright, so now that we did the lighthouse, we can fight Jasmine.
Yay! Luckily for us, this is a 2-for-1. Unfortunately not the 3-for-1 that getting that 40-plus Pokemon off Claire would, but she's also a little more out of the way, and, well...
She also doesn't have the mineral badge.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, Gen 1 Primate is a very good choice.
Ooh. Ancient Power. Teach that over Softboiled, because I haven't used it anyway.
Right?
Alright.
Softboiled is really useful early on, but when you are just going full offensive strategies, you don't have time to slow down and heal.
And her TM is Earthquake.
Teach that over Ancient Power! Anyway, with that, we have our first 2 bingos! Yep, just 3 more to go.
Let's see, okay. I think I've got a path.
Excellent. What are you thinking?
Well, if you'll remember... If you'll remember, I found Fanpy here at the beginning.
I see, I see.
Hey, here you are.
Woo! Yeah, this is really the importance of having info on various Pokemon.
Oh. Oh. Jeez. Get in the ball, friend. You are level 3, you're not that important.
Yeah, Dragonite is also a very good favorite.
Alright, that's a Fanpy. Mark that down.
I was always a fan of Starmie.
You are a fan of Starmie?
A bit of a stretch, but I'll allow it.
I mean, I just caught it, it's relevant.
So, I'm assuming this is going for Roar.
Yep.
It deserves punishment.
Oh my god, TMO5 is Shadow Ball.
Oh, I wish.
Okay.
Do we have Onyx or Scyther info?
We have Onyx info, but it was in
Oh, is that the one over in Cerulean?
Cerulean or Meme Island or Meme Tower.
Well,
So,
we're
I'm gonna...
gonna want to go to Meme Tower anyway. So Meme Island and Meme Tower are the Whirl Islands and the Tin Tower, respectively. We call them that because they're very big, complex dungeons that are a pain in the hiney to scare up Pokemon from. Also, shoutouts to that 19 Pokemon owned.
Yeah.
Like, that's just so close.
Aw, dang, if only I still had Ancient Power.
And we've got plenty of other tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at this point, these trainers are not going to be too difficult to deal with a fully kitted out Gyarados.
Yeah, imagine if we still had that Charmeleon. Ah, if only I was able to use Shadow Ball.
Right? It's like, game. Game! They gotta be rude like that.
Why you gotta be so rude? Oh. That's not great. But...
Ouch.
I did buy those revives earlier.
Indeed. Which is why safety revives are always wonderful. Safety revives. Don't leave home without them. And now we're gonna see... Who's that Pokemon?
Also, I think the other one was Girafarig.
Huh. Which is on the card.
Yeah? Good luck finding it, though. Well, one crit surf, that's 4x.
Also, nice job calling it 100%.
Okay. So... I have two options. Do I
Alright.
go back and look for Kingdra? Or do I look for Onyx, either here in Meme Tower, or try to go all the way to Kanto?
Where was Kingdra?
Onion Cave.
Ooh, I would...
Either one will give me 2 bingos.
Yeah. I would go up to the second floor just to see if you get lucky.
Okay. Well, no, I don't want a Chansey. See, because
And
that
if
was
it's not there, I would probably just go to Kanto because that's a much more restricted.
Wow. Or new option. Catch Lickitung, max phone book, and get rid of all my money.
Max phone book's gonna take a little bit.
Okay, then I will...
Catch the Lickitung regardless.
Oh, I ran.
Oh. Yeah, like, if you had already been working on the phone book, but that's like a bunch of trainer fights you'd have to do that you've
Yeah.
already skipped.
But we all know how long it can take to find encounters.
Yeah.
Oh hey, I have now found literally all 3 of the medium Gen 1 starters.
Nice. Yeah, square is a square.
Yanma. Well, if it pops up again, I'll catch it. See, why can't you be dragon type? You're a dragonfly.
Did we get that Polyrath or Slowking info checked?
I have not checked it.
Because if we can combo that with, like, Giraffarig,
Well, Giraffarig we don't have info for.
or didn't we have info for one of them?
No, Wobbuffet was one of the starter choices. Giraffarig is the other roamer.
Right. Yeah. Do you have an escape rope? Or a way to get out of here easily?
Yeah.
Okay, then I would just start going up the tower. I would try and fish up, like, 3 or 4 spots from each floor. And, like, not do a super thorough sweep.
Yeah.
Because you might also get lucky with, like, say, finding a random Dragonair.
Yeah. Or a Skarmory.
Sadly, Electabuzz, not on the card.
Oh, come back from Onion Cave to taunt me some more, huh? I mean, there's Poliwhirl.
Which you can evolve.
Yeah, it's a stone evolution. But then I would still have to get Max Phone Book.
Yeah, but, like, at that point, the goal is deterministic.
Yeah.
Your call.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of Pokeballs, so... Alright, well, I caught a Poliwhirl, and that makes 20 Pokemon owned.
Indeed.
So that puts us at 4 Bingos.
Now, one more. If we could find a dragon, an Onix, or a Scyther, we get there instantly. And I guess if we find a Wobbuffet, Dunsparce, or Giraffarig now,
Yeah,
we'll basically get there. So yeah, I would just keep going up the tower.
yeah. Oh god, I'm so bad at the map on this place.
Yeah, I always just use the one in the guide. I do not have the tower memorized. Shoutouts to the community providing a very good PDF that does a really good job of...
Oh hey, Suicune's in the tower.
Nice.
French vanilla.
And as previously stated, this is always the slow part of any one of these Pokemon randomizer runs, specifically the Big Go randomizer, where you're just trying and trying and trying to find that one last Pokemon to fill out your square. But you know, Dijon,
What?
you know what that means?
What's what mean?
It means we keep on trying. And then we try some more to stay together and find a place worth fighting for.
But we're not on the road to Viridian City.
Yeah, no, that's on the other side of the map. But, like, you know, I had to bring it back to the To Be a Master album.
Yeah.
Gotta go full circle.
This-
But also, I just want to shout out the bingo format for making random encounters actually exciting again. Because
Yeah.
it's not like, oh no, I have to run away from this. It's like, oh, is this going to be the thing that fills out my squares?
I get to run away from this.
And then you get disappointed when it's just a Jigglypuff, but you know, beggars and choosers.
Nope, that's not the right way.
Yeah, this tower is also very much a maze.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I never come here if we can avoid it. So therefore,
Yeah.
I don't know the layout all that well.
Mm-hmm. Well, at this point, you seem to just be stuck in a loop, so I'd say let's bail and try and scare up something somewhere else.
Okay, let me actually check a few encounters on this floor, and then I'll...
Yeah, no worries.
Oh! You'll do!
And my stream delay caught up. Oh, hey! Get ready on time.
Oh my god. Alright, so I just gotta get to the, Oh yeah, the, like, hastily made Nintendo Power, maps.
Gosh, yes.
And... time.
GG.
Alright, that was Cinco Bingo right there. And I'm actually kind of glad we ended up doing Cinco Bingo for time reasons rather than the full blackout, because, oh my gosh, I was not looking forward to trying to find one of Dunsparce, Wobbuffet, or Giraffe blind.
Yeah, trying to hunt down the blind spots is always a challenge.
Yeah. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to do this. And you know, thank you to Leggy for joining me.
Of course. I always have a fun time hanging out with you.
Yeah. But yeah, you get a bunch of cool little stats. Like I walked over 6,000 steps. Well, moved over 6,000 steps, I should say. Fled from 100 battles, apparently.
You gotta get your cardio.
Never failed an escape. Yeah. Just all sorts of stats that this thing tracks. It's really neat.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you all for hanging out with us. Thank you for giving Dijon and myself the opportunity to show off one of our favorite things to do together.
Yeah.
And what do we have coming up next?
I don't know. You might know
schedule.
somebody who's doing something.
Already time to duel.
It might be, yes.
Let me double check the schedule.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
All right. Cool.